In this video, we're going to be going over all of the various features and settings that there are inside of Codex. Some of them you're going to find extremely helpful. Some of them may not be helpful to you, but they may be for other people, and that's perfectly fine. So what we're going to do first off is maybe potentially, depending when you watch this video, you may have noticed down here, there's this little guy. When I hover over him, he's jumping for joy. But when I'm actually doing stuff and asking things to get done, he actually does different things. Pretty much what this is known as a pet, and it's something that's inside of Codex, and you can access it if you just simply type in /pet. You'll notice if I hit enter, it'll make it go away. If I hit /pet again and hit enter, he has now reappeared. And pretty much what he is, he's there to help you whenever you're doing multiple things at once. If you're multitasking, pretty much he's going to alert you when a Codex, for example, is waiting for you to approve or allow something. For example, allowing it to write to a specific folder or allowing it to do things within a specific file itself. Whenever it needs certain permissions, it's going to alert you there through your pet. And also when things are done, it'll also be able to tell it visually through your pet as well. And you will see the pet through other videos that I'm making, so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about as it's happening. I don't want to spend too much time going through it because there's a lot of other things we need to get through here. And once again, you will see the pet in full action and use in a lot of the other videos since I always have it open. Over here, you're also going to notice there's plugins. Now here in plugins, there's a lot of useful and interesting things. For example, computer use. Now, computer use for me, I find it very interesting, especially since Codex has a mobile app where you're able to use Codex from your mobile phone. And if you have computer use, you're actually able to allow Codex to control your computer to do things. For some people that may sound scary, for some other people it may sound awesome. For me, it's perfectly fine, just because more often than not, when I'm using computer use on anything, it's always on a VPS or something that's not connected to my actual regular computer, just because I'm super extra about all things security and privacy wise. Not that you need to be, but that's just me. So here on my desktop at home, I am not going to be installing computer use, but you do have that option. I do use it though, as I mentioned, inside of VPSs and virtual machines, etc. You also have Chrome, where you're allowed to control Chrome with Codex. This is something that I am going to allow no matter what computer I have. So this is something you'll want to go ahead and add as well. Go ahead and click on install plugin and we'll install it. And you'll notice it's going to say required browser extensions, Codex Chrome extensions. And you would just go ahead and click on this button to go ahead and open it and install it. You would just follow all of the prompts there. Now, if you're using GitHub, which I recommend if you're doing any kind of coding at all whatsoever, you definitely should have GitHub connected. Slack you can do as well, Notion, you guys get the point. There's a lot of plugins that you can use. These are all featured ones. These right here are coding specific. A lot of them are great. Some of them you may not ever need to use, but they're all there. There's a design category, lifestyle category, productivity category, and which is also interesting. You can have Stripe connected directly, which makes a lot of things easier, as you'll see in future videos we do. Research, and that's kind of where it ends. And Codex is still in its infancy, especially in AI terms. So this can obviously grow and evolve, and you will see it grow and evolve as times progress. Now, automations. If we click on this, you'll see there's different ways for you to create a lot of your own unique automations. There's going to be videos that I'm going to have specifically on automations, so you can watch those, see how that all gets created. But this is where you'll find your automations. And as I mentioned before, there is a Codex mobile app where, just like it says here, you can connect to your phone. You can connect your phone rather to this Mac, so that way you can pick up where you left off, like it says, stay in the loop, start something new, etc. We definitely will be setting this up, by the way. So you're going to want to go ahead and click on get started. To get that going, it's going to go ahead and make you log in through multi-factor authentication, which I'll do separately. No need to clog things up in this video. And that's there. Now the next part is settings. When you go into your settings, there's a couple of different options here. So work mode. How technical do you want Codex to be when it shows things? For some people, it's going to be for everyday work. You don't care about technical and coding things. I have it set for coding because I do care about that. So that's what you're going to want to have. For permissions, you can change it, auto review, full access, and all of these different settings. You can change them all up a bit. Also, the default open destination, I personally have it set as cursor because I use cursor a lot, but many of you may not need this at all, if anything, in here to begin with. Also, there's options which I do find helpful, especially on my VPS and other stuff, such as prevent sleep while running. So definitely want to go ahead and check that on for most computers, because if it's in the middle of something, you want it to be able to keep things awake. And there's a lot of other options and things that you'll play around with here. I'm going to tune and tailor this to my own personal preferences, but you can go through all of them and see what's best for yourself. Same thing over here, appearance. You can choose what mode you like, if you like light mode, dark mode, etc., etc. Go through all those. And all of the rest of your settings are here. I don't need to go through each and every one of them, but if there are specific questions you have for anything specific here, or anything you want me to make a video on specifically, if you don't understand it, even if it's a quick loom that I can share with everyone, that's fine. Just feel free to reach out and let us know inside of the members area. Thanks so much, and I'll see you all soon.